Your first alert forecast. Now it is time for Sideline.
It's late in the regular season. It's time. Time for your team to make a move. If you like high school football, what am I saying? Of course you like high school football. You've come to the right place. Sideline is on the air and on point as we're set to bring you superb runs, big-time pass plays, and crushing D as a team near you makes a move toward the playoffs. Region titles are up for grabs, and we're with you all the way to 11:05 to tell you what went down tonight. Big plays, best friends, family, buddies, football. Give your friend a shout because it's time for Sideline. It's sweet victory and a sweet Sideline show. Let's go.
The most games, the best highlights, from your home field to our live studio. This is Sideline. Now, here's your WBRC Fox 6 sports team.
Oh, man, it doesn't get better than the kids from Alabaster, Alabama, the Thompson Warriors, a week after getting past Hoover.
Yeah.
Oh, man, they're in. They went to 10-0 with a big win last night. Hey, we got 2 games of the week to show you tonight. On the final week of the regular season, Pruitt Homewood unbeaten, looking to finish 10-0. They're at Paul Bryan in Tuscaloosa. Look at Gary Quarles Jr. The kickoff return for the touchdown is a sideline stand-up play. Bryant would knock off Homewood 13-7. That's a huge win for Bryant tonight. Florence at Hewitt-Trussville. Paul Tyson. That's Coach Paul Bryant's great-grandson, the 9-yard touchdown pass to Elliot McElwain. Hewitt wins it 45-35. That is game of the week number 2. High five for everybody as the Huskies play fast. They finish the regular season perfect. Welcome in Rick Harley along with Pruitt, the Oxford Flash, our Sideline Helmet Award winner, in studio later on tonight. Can you believe we're the final week of the regular season?
I cannot believe it. It's a hot, humid night, perfect for all of the hot action that we got for you coming up in the next hour.
Yeah, really a lot of fun.
Yeah.
If you're visiting from the great state of Louisiana, welcome to you.
Laissez-les bon temps rouler.
Bless your heart tomorrow night. That's all I got to say. All right, here we go. We got tons of highlights. 25 games highlighted, 50 teams, including 100 scores tonight. Let's get it going. We're on for the next 55 minutes, starting with Shades Valley and Vestavia Hills at homecoming. Adair Dortch, the 2017 homecoming queen for Vestavia Hills High School. Way to go, girl. First quarter, Shades Valley's Trenton Thomas, 30 yards for the touchdown. Look at him go. He's a sideline standout at 7-0 Mounties. Buddy Ball, a little bit upset. He wants more defense at home, playing on that asterisk. Again, the Rebels out of the playoffs. They look to make it happen. Matthew Poe, 35 yards, ties the score at 7. So hold on, Vestavia Hills could be pulling off a minor upset tonight at Shades Valley. They're coming right back. Braylon Shields, the 5-yard touchdown run to put the Mounties up 14-7. Andy, by the way, there you go. Nice shirt there, Andrew. All right before the half, Vestavia Hills, William Shatfield, a 20-yard touchdown run. It's 14-0. But Shades Valley would pull away in half number 2, 41-24. They're 7-3. They're heading to the second season next week.
2 teams playing for pride. Parker, Hunt, Thunder, and Herd hosting Woodlawn, and there's Baby Bison right there. Look at him. That's Baby Bison. And this is the only thing that went right for the Colonels right here. Take a look. Quarterback Justin Hill throws a pass to Keyshawn Park. Nice pass and nice catch, gets a first down. That would be the only thing. But Parker was getting touchdown. Hill fumbles right here. Parker recovers. Then quarterback Antonius Bufford, double pass right here. Throws it to Carlton Decatur. He goes 80 yards. Let's give it a sideline standout. The only person that touched him was by a finger. Yes, it's 7-zip Herd. Then more defense for Parker. Hill right here throwing an interception. Roderick Hall. Then Bufford makes them pay for that. Screen pass right here to Corey Dudley. It's a 40-yard touchdown. Another sideline standout. It's 28-0 at that time. Then the icing on the cake. Dudley right here to Carlton Decatur. Look at this pass. In stride, Rick, not touched. An 85-yard touchdown. It was 41-zip by halftime. The final 69-0. Parker wins its 4th game. Woodlawn still finishing the season at 1-9.
Now don't go anywhere and don't touch that remote. We've got 2 huge games of the week featuring undefeated and powerful Homewood and that fast-moving Hewitt-Trussville offense. Pell City, we're giving your marching band a shout-out. And plenty more highlights from where you're from. It's the one and only Sideline. Stay with us.
We are
And Thompson High School of Alabaster, 10-0 in the regular season behind quarterback Taulia Tagovailoa. To his younger brother, the four-star quarterback has Thompson unbeaten going into the playoffs. Going to be a lot of fun. Welcome back in, 10:15. I hope you're in front of your TV now. We're on to 10. What is it? 11:05.
Yes, 11:05.
Yeah, we just keep going.
Don't short us an hour, man.
That's right.
Short us 45 minutes.
You know, the Hoover Bucks, loaded, proud traditional program, 15 appearances in 17 title games. That's a pretty strong streak. They go out of state again to take on IMG, that private IMG Academy for South Florida, loaded with prospects.
Practically a college
Well, the parents send their kids there.
Practically a college team.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's see how Hoover does against the visiting IMG Ascenders tonight. We're at the Hoover, man. Don't you like that?
Nice helmets, yeah.
I mean, that is sweet-looking
sweet
stuff tonight. And IMG looked pretty sweet, at least in the first half. Noah Kane, the 15-yard touchdown run. And look at the size of this kid. It's like Barry Sanders out there. And
Great.
Coach Niblus says, oh, boy, okay.
Yeah,
How about wide receiver Brian Hightower? Stripped by Jamari Ward, intercepted by Miles Sperling. It's a sideline standout play as that Hoover defense comes up strong. The problem, the Hoover offense just couldn't get it going in the first half. Barrett Pickering's big head right there in front of everybody. The Hoover student section looking. Jalen Parker blasted by T.K. Chimedza. And then more IMG behind Trey Sanders. It was 23-0 at the break. Hoover came back in the second half a bit, but 32-21. Hoover falls. Look, they're 7-3. They will still host a game in the first round of the playoffs next week.
First round of the playoffs in the AISA Tuscaloosa Academy hosting Pike Liberal from Troy tonight. And, of course, this is the action right here. DeMarcus Burris with a TA, with a touch running and breaking tackles for a first down. Look at this guy. He will not be denied. He just doesn't want to go down. And you remember when John Copeland helped lead Alabama to the 92 National Championship team? Well, he's the defensive coordinator for Tuscaloosa Academy. Well, Pike Liberals defensive played tough. Take a look at this. They stuffed Tuscaloosa Academy on fourth down, and they turn it over on downs. Robert works at Mercedes-Benz during the day, and at night he's grilling burgers for Tuscaloosa Academy's concession stand. He can build a car and he can build a burger. How about that? All right, second quarter, Burris runs 5-yard touchdown, and yes, it is in. Tuscaloosa Academy going on. They win it 28-6 over Pike Liberal.
All right, a 5A matchup tonight. St. Clair County, the Saints. They're on the road, first round of the playoffs, third place of the region, hosting Springville. They're out. St. Clair gets it going early. Quarterback Jace Fisher, 80 yards to Grayson. Don't call me Warren Beatty. And if you're watching this, you have no idea who Warren Beatty is. Do you know who Warren Beatty is? Oh,
I do.
He's an
I'm
old
not
actor.
that
Yeah, okay. Saints cutest fan, River breaking it down tonight. Great night. The rain held off tonight. Then Springville will attempt to answer. Austin Hutchison flicking one to Troy Vance. Makes a 30-yard gain for the Tigers. It's a first down. He is swarmed under by the Saints defense. Uh-oh. Take a look at that. The official kind of got popped there, but shook it off there. You know, when you're doing slow-mos of the official, you know, he was all right. Okay, Saints continue to dominate. Fisher, the quarterback keeper, went straight up the gut. No one's going to catch him. A sideline stand-up play, 55 yards to the house, 26-0. St. Clair County, the Saints, 7-3. We'll see how they do in the second season.
All right, Rick Briarwood tries to cap off a perfect regular season tonight against 3A power Madison Academy. We've got the highlights and the score coming up on the one and only Sideline. Stick around, everybody.
How about that? Look at that. I mean, you know, they come in, they not only cheer, but they're doing the weather. I mean, they're making sure they've got the Doppler radar working.
So cool, man.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
they're dual talent.
making our guys. Hey, how about a defensive play of the night?
And now, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office Defensive Play of the Week.
Oh, I'll tell you what, watch it. We'll go back to the Hoover game. Look at Jalen Parker, the fine quarterback. Throw the pick. Looks like it's going to be returned for the touchdown. Look at the hustle by Hoover's George Pickens. He is a receiver about to sign with the Auburn Tigers, and that's why. Oh, Coach Gus loves that, huh? Leon Lett, huh? Don Beebe.
He's going to score.
Well, that great hustle right there. Hey, welcome back in. It's 10:22. Hopefully you're in front of your TV. Rick Carly along with J.J. Pruitt. We're with you to 11:05 along with the Thompson Cheerleaders. 2 games of the week and the MVP helmet winner in studio. All right, how about Cordova? 4-5 overall.
Yeah.
They've got Munford, the Lions. They've clinched a region championship in 4A. They're ranked in the top 10. They're 8th, I believe, in that classification. So let's see what Munford can do on the road tonight. Here we go again. Munford taking on Cordova, third place in the region. And don't forget, the Blue Devils are in the second season, too. Look at Munford quarterback Tanner Reeves. Looking for Tariq Johnson, lands in the hands of Cordova's Justin Wallace. The pick early in the half. How about this play? Munford's Tanner Reeves. Keep it, run it for a touchdown. I mean, that's good stuff. Look at the crowd. I mean, you talk about up in the Walker County and Cordova, those places pack them out. And they love to see our cameras there. We love covering the games up there, and the band, everybody. Cordova looking to put some points on the board. Noah Champion. How about that? That's not a stage name. That's the real deal. How about 43-30? Munford wins it by 43-20. Munford by 23. How about that?
All right, big rivalry here. Players shaking hands before the game. You got Aniana out of the playoffs, hosting the #1 team in 3A, the Piedmont Bulldogs. And take a look at the action here. Design quarterback run. Cardavian Myers, you know what he can do. Keeps it up the middle, makes the guy miss, and goes the distance. Sideline standout. He is not going to be caught. Touchdown. And the kids say go Bulldogs. Piedmont, more action. Cardavian Myers drops back, throws complete to the other team. It's intercepted by Brandon Howard. He picks it off, and his first down going the other way. And the Aniana students like what they're going on. And then Lee Stanley Jr. says, hey, I think, he threw a touchdown, he threw an interception, I'm going to go score a touchdown. 30 yards there, and of course, the cheerleaders like what they're seeing as well. More action, reverse. Tadrian Fairs, say that fast, right there. A tackle in the backyard, cuts it up the field, and goes untouched for 6. Piedmont, too much. They win it 40-19 over Aniana.
All right, Pro, 2A versus 1A. Vincent, the Yellow Jackets, 5-4. At Victory Christian to face the 4-5 Lions. Victory Christian on the move, leading 20-19. This is a good one. Harrison Cheatwood to Lee Yeager for the first down, and they got it going left to right on your screen. And the kids, that's a great see if you get up on Dad's shoulders. Right there, Victory Christian again. Few plays later. Cheatwood keeps it himself, loses the helmet, still manages to get the touchdown. 27-19, Victory Christian. That's desire right there. Later, Vincent, Christopher Hardy taking the handoff, rushes it around the right side, almost gets the touchdown. Abby, Olivia, Kaylee, Tiriana having fun tonight. Then Vincent, sophomore Dusty Davis rushing in for the touchdown. They went for 2, missed it, 27-25. Wild points after that, too. 54-38 Victory Christian. A big win for the Lions tonight.
It's a battle between two playoff-bound teams. 6-4, Paul Bryant. Woo!
Taking on undefeated Homewood.
It's going to be fun.
Complete game highlights.
And interview. Straight ahead.
On sideline. Hey, what they all said works for me.
Sideline's Game of the Week is sponsored by Jack's, all about the South.
Welcome to Cottondale, Alabama, just outside of Tuscaloosa. We are at Paul Bryant High School. We have a matchup of 2 playoff-bound teams. The Stampede trying to ruin Homewood's shot at a perfect regular season. What we get is a defensive struggle early on. Check out Bryant's Landon Perry Johnson with the stick and a loss of 6 yards. The Homewood defense just as stingy on 4th and 4. The Patriots get a stop and the ball is turned over. Late first quarter, Homewood looking for points. The 37-yard field goal a little short, and the Stampede with the heads-up play right here and the return all the way down to the 36-yard line. Bryant is in business, and it sets up a 32-yard field goal. It's good. Stampede up 3-0.
You guys not challenging these guys, Burrell. You jack off corners, man. Man, get up in that drill.
And that's just what the Bryant D does. Specifically, defensive back Key Anthony Nixon on the pass defense. Turnover on downs, and Nixon gets some high praise from his head coach.
Good play. Good play.
The Stampede take advantage. QB Justin Cannon drops it off to his talented wide receiver Seth Williams, and this is why the likes of Alabama and Auburn are recruiting him. A 35-yard pickup for the big man, and it's going to set up another field goal. And at the break, Paul Bryant's up 6-0. Your guys are playing some inspired ball right now.
Well, I mean, it's a great program. They have the pedigree that we're trying to build here and win championships like they do, and so we're trying to match their intensity and play good ball like they do.
Fast forward to the fourth quarter, 103 remaining. Still 6-0. Homewood quarterback Larkin Williams sneaks it in. PAT makes it 7-6 Patriots. Then watch this. Ensuing kickoff. Gary Quarles Jr. takes it around the 20, and he finds an opening, and wait for it, he outruns everybody to the end zone, and just like that, it's 13-7 Bryant. Still 52 seconds remaining. Patriots with plenty of chances. Williams again passing to Tyshawn Buckner in the end zone, just out of bounds. So one final play, last chance. Williams tries it again. This time, Seth Williams is there for the stampede. The interception seals the deal. Paul Bryant wins 13-7. Take us through the play.
I just seen the error there. Only thing I seen the big hole, and I just know I had to score for my team.
How did it feel?
It feel good. Just come back from the end.
Smile, man. You just helped.
I'm just all amazed right now. I'm just all in shock.
Being an undefeated team, having a program like we did now, and just coming back and turning around, we just got a future ahead of us. Man.
And hopefully we'll regroup on Monday. It's one and done from now on out.
Wow. What an ending. Homewood's perfect season not happening, though the Patriots at 9-1 will be hosting a first-round playoff game next week. As for Paul Bryant, 3 straight victories, 6-4, and the Stampede will travel in round 1 to Montgomery to face Sidney Lanier on Thursday. What an amazing finish, folks. I'm Sheldon Haygood, WBRC, Fox 6 Sports.
And when Sheldon starts to get hoarse, it's a great game. And again, Homewood defense averaging 9 points a game, give it up. And the Stampede, Seth Williams really impressed the Quarles kids. So see you both in the second season.
There you go.
Sometimes our photographers arrive at a game, maybe second quarter, third quarter, because they're at another game. Right. And it happened tonight at Pinson. Pinson Valley is just that good. Yeah. I mean, they laid it on Pleasant Grove pretty good tonight. They were there, and I mentioned that because it was 34-0 by the time we got there. Yeah. But so we're going to give some love to Pleasant Grove. How about Deshaun Smith? Look at these kids are playing hard. Pinson is going to finish the season unbeaten. They're number 3 in 6A. They've got a shot behind Bo Nix to do it all. And Amaya cheering for the Sparties tonight. Then Kevon Dunn, he's a really good player. Not done until he picked up a few hard yards. And Michaela getting some airtime too. But look, Dunn played hard. Pinson Valley is that good. 34-0 Pinson. They're 10-0. We're going to see if Bo Nix appears in the playoffs. He's had his injury issues for his dad and his head coach, Patrick Nix.
You know who else is that good? Briarwood Lions, number 1 in 5A. The student section of Briarwood cheering and having a good time. And they're hosting Madison Academy. The Mustangs, Luke Nails throws, but it's caught by Briarwood's Mark Lyon for a 50-yard touchdown. Sideline standout. Let's give it for the defense. The defense don't hardly get any love. Those guys are excited, and this is the Lion cheerleaders having a good time. They're always cheering for their Lions. Now watch Briarwood's Michael Ayers. He's going to fake left. He's going to go right. You ever heard the engine that can? I think I can. I think I can. Goes in for a touchdown.
He looks like Johnny Manziel out there.
He does. Touchdown for him. And, of course, take a look at J.R. Tranrino. You know him. He's good. He passes deep to Hudson Hartsfield for another Lion touchdown. Tranrino becoming quarterback. He's a running back, but look at him. Briarwood, they are undefeated. They win at 27-3. They are number 1 and, of course, hosting the playoffs.
All right, Pell City, the Panthers are the 2nd seed, 6A Region 7. Though they've lost 2 in a row. They got the Helena Huskies who are out of the playoffs. Watch Pell City in the first possession. Quentin Buckhalter to Andrew Crow. First down, and they got it going. Then a few plays later, Burke Halder to Malik Robinson, end zone touchdown. Pell City will lead it 7-0. Keith Etheridge saying, okay, you got to be sound in the kicking game. Here is that Pat Dye. Yeah, later. Quentin Burkholzer, long pass to Malik Robinson, leads to a touchdown a few plays later to make it 14-0. Pell City's cheerleaders doing a great job. If you haven't been to a football game in Pell City, you need to treat yourself to one because the town comes out. They got refreshments flying and really good stuff. Robert Snobba to Randall Tolbert for Helena, a first down and more. But man, Pell City looking good. 34-7 to finish the regular season, 6-4.
Rick, I got to tell you, the defense at my alma mater, Oxford, has been like a steel curtain.
Oh, yeah.
Tonight, they try to finish off a perfect regular season. We've got highlights and more coming up on the one and only Sideline. Stick around.
Hey, Mom. We love y'all.
Yeah, you know, they found the green room.
Yes,
They found the makeup, they found the mirrors, the hair blow dryers.
Somebody was sleeping back there, I'm going to tell you.
There you go. All right, the Thompson Warrior cheerleaders having fun tonight up on Red Mountain.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Sidelines Drive of the Week is sponsored by Rhonda Evans, your local Geico agent.
All right, let's see how my Oxford Yellow Jackets can drive.
There you go,
let's see if they can drive. Senior night, and Oxford Tate Adams honored, and Ty Smith-Lindsay is honoring him as well. One of Oxford's most reliable runners. Take a look at him. He shows why he's 75-yard run sets the Yellow Jackets up for a score, and a few plays later, this is what happens. Gracie, one of the Oxford cheerleaders, being honored on senior night as well, and this is Abram Peoples, attempts to keep her right here, and take a look, but he's sacked for a loss by Sumter Central's Jeremy Sturdivant. Uh-oh. And then, of course, Zach on the sacks for the Yellow Jacket band. I'm sure he's a senior as well. Oxford quarterback Peoples makes the pass to Richard Cantrell, who runs it in for a Yellow Jacket touchdown. It makes it 21-0 Oxford. Oxford would go on to win it 47-6. And yes, my man, they were driving pretty doggone good.
They are just that good. You know, perhaps not as good as the 1990. I'm kidding. You kids are good. All right. Gonna put
we'll
this
see.
in.
We'll see. Look, the season's still early.
Huffman, the Vikings, are out of the playoffs. Bessemer City is in. They've got a tough test on the road. Huffman, the home of Marcel Darius, Andre Smith. They got quite a reputation at Huffman High School. And watch Anthony Wiggins of Huffman. The nice pass to Nairi Holden, the 55-yard completion. First and goal at the 8-yard line. Are you kidding me? Wow, far side of your screen, and Jordan is enjoying herself tonight. Okay, Huffman, wait a minute. Are they going to make something happen here? This is going to hit fumbles. Michael Barber for Huffman takes it 75 yards for the touchdown. That's a sideline standout play, so he is gone the other way. Is Huffman trying for the minor upset, playing at home, want to go out in front of the home folks in the final regular season game. There's Aiden saying hello tonight, and then the Huffman defense standing up. Orlando Morgan with a sack at 8-yard loss, 12-7 Huffman. Bessemer City goes into the playoffs. Huffman is done after a nice win.
Senior night at John Carroll as they host the Pelham Panthers, and take a look. It's amazing right there. You see those guys. Pelham is the 4th in the region while John Carroll out of the playoffs. First play, Bailey Marr with a pass to senior Malcolm Russell. Nice pass with a score, give it a sideline standout. I love the footwork. John Carroll goes for 2. Demetrius Battle walks in for the conversion, and he gets 8-zip. John Carroll middle schoolers are loving the game, and as they're loving getting ready to play for John Carroll later on. Pelham still in it. Dylan Peterson runs it in for the score here, and Pelham is saying, we came to win. That's right. But it's a high-scoring affair on 4th down. Trickery here. Battle throws it to his quarterback, Bailey Marr, for the touchdown, and he's fired up. Look at those guys. Trying to cool off the fans is Tom Gooddeal as he says, go Cash. Pelham still comes back as quarterback Matthew Wright throws it to Edward Gibson for the long connection. It's a touchdown. It's a high-scoring game. Pelham wins it 64-46. Wow, that's like a basketball score.
Is that 110 points there?
Serious.
All right, let's see if their basketball teams can score that many. Sacks, the Wildcats. 5th-ranked team in 4A hosting the Weaving Bearcats. 4th place in region. That was an eye in Stacy, by the way. We got there in time to see the Bearcats get on the board. Impressive 50-yard run from Shamar Spinks. How about that? By that time, Sachs was leading big, and a shy Sachs fan wouldn't give us a name.
All right.
Okay. Sachs answers the impressive run. LaDerrick Bell, touchdown. By that point, it is 44-6 Sachs, and they are just that good. And Rhett and Mason having a great time tonight. Caleb Allison will put Weaver on the board again. It's 44-12 Sachs. Again, can Weaver come back and win it? No. That doesn't mean they don't play hard in front of the percussion session from Sachs. Trevedius Gibbs Jr. takes it on home for Sachs with the last touchdown. 51-12. Sachs 10-0 after the regular season. They're ranked 5th in 4A. They're just that good.
All right. My game of the week is another team trying to finish off a perfect regular season. Hewitt-Trussville, who we're talking about, taking on Florence. We've got the highlights and a whole lot more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Sideline.
They're the co-captains, the 2 of them. Caitlin Mallory up atop Red Mountain. Lauren also on hand. Those are the Thompson Warrior cheerleaders. And have you ever heard of 6-man football, Pruitt?
Yes, I have.
You have?
Uh-huh.
You're going to see it tonight. It's the Alabama State Championship of the Christian Football Association 6-man ball victory at Brookline out in the Hueytown area. Victory on the move. Look at the fumble on Brookline's R.J. Moore there for the recovery. Number 34 showing the muscle. Now Brookline on the move. Quarterback Dalton Hill this time. Just before the half, he's picked off. So victory. They're from the Millbrook area. They go back the other way behind D.J. Davidson's big no harm, no foul. Brook Lane has an athlete named K.J. Childs, right? You toss it to him, and he says, okay. He plays basketball. He plays pretty much anything he wants, right? K.J. Childs is an athlete, and look at him going. He'll do the spin cycle deal, and that's pretty strong, right? Nobody can knock this kid down. K.J. Childs for a long touchdown run, and then he's at it again. Lateral, quarterback. The person who gets the ball snapped to him can't go beyond the line of scrimmage, so that's why they usually laterals to one of the best players. That player, K.J. Childs again, 48-30, Brook Lane. They win the league championship of the Christian football, 6-man football. How about that? Congratulations, Jay.
Wow, that's amazing right there.
Welcome back into
I was wondering what all of that
that's
was.
That's like playing in the backyard, though. That's
it's just
awesome.
like practice for basketball, man.
Exactly. He's KJ's ready. All right, the Calera Eagles 6-3. They're in second place in Class 5A Region 3. The Sylacauga Aggies 7-2, third place in Region 4. Two teams playoff bound, knocking heads in Calera, Alabama tonight. DeCorian Mickens is the man. He's coming right at you into your living room for 6. Calera 6-3 overall. We're looking to go to 7-3 to kind of wind up a nice regular season of the Calera cheerleaders liking what they see. Sylacauga, the Aggies. Keaton Wilson answers back with a touchdown of his own. Look, they're coming up 280 and then over toward I-65. They're not going to go home empty-handed. And Eagles quarterback Cornelius Brown IV. Calera on the move again. There you go. Going deep to William Smith. That'll set up a first and goal. That's a nice play right there. Let's give him a sideline standout.
Yeah, beautiful.
He's a football player.
Yeah.
The way he caught that around, he's a football player. Then DeCorian Mickens again from short yardage. But Sylacauga comes up. Hey, they put a nice stamp on their final game of the regular season. 45-35 Aggies. 8-2 goes Sylacauga. Calera 6-4. We'll see them both next week.
Montevallo travels way up 65 to Fultondale. The Wildcat cheerleaders showing spirit. Montevallo out of the playoffs, but Fultondale, hey, they're number 4 in 3A, so here's the reason why. Davion Gilbert drops back to pass, but Marquise Henderson is perfect position for the interception, but it's batted back. Thaddeus Evans goes in for a 45-yard touchdown, believe it or not, and the Wildcats answer back. Garrett Moore on this tough 11-yard touchdown run. Take a look at him right there. He will not be denied. They give it a score, and the fans are saying, this is what I'm talking about right here. See the hats turned to the side. The defense was strong tonight. Joshua Stanton on the sack for 5-yard loss. Fultondale, a perfect season, 28-6 so far. They're going to be hosting in Region 6.
All right, a bragging rush special down by the river. Hueytown hosting Oak Grove Senior Night. Players and family honored before the game. Locked in the arms. You love the scene. Gophers having a pretty good season. Opening kickoff, though, goes to Oak Grove's Keon Bass. He will swim past defenders for 40-plus yards. Pruitt, I'm just reading what it says on the card.
Oh, yeah.
You know, sometimes these, swim with the fish, they kind of get. Huey later. Michael Hines out of Hueytown tackles Oak Grove's Bass for a loss. Defensive standout right there. And Hueytown fans loving it tonight. Then Golden Gopher Roydell Williams, you've heard of him. The straight arm, the big hole, first down. Majorettes like it. Then Roydell again, in for the touchdown. 68 to, is that 12 or 13? The bottom line is the Gophers win big. 5-5. They're into the playoffs next week.
The Chelsea Hornets are not in the playoffs, but hey, they're running on the field, and they're hosting the Coleman Bearcats, who are in Region 7 in third place. And take a look at the action right here. The Hornets, Turner Griffin, intends for the pass to go to Jonah Moore, but it ends up in the hands of Coleman's Dylan Wallace for the INT. And the Coleman cheerers are saying, now that's something that we're going to cheer about right there because we love that. And, of course, more action, a handoff to Samuel Griffin of Coleman, but it's hard hit, fumbled, and it's recovered by Chelsea. You got to be sound in the offense as well. And the Chelsea mascot is saying, this is why we are strong. We are real strong. Yeah. Bearcat in the action. Jaden Sullivan plows through the defense for a touchdown. It's a close game. Coleman ends up winning. They win 37-29, and they are 7-3 to end the season, the regular season.
Sidelines Band of the Week is sponsored by Dale's Seasoning. How do you do your Dale's?
We've talked about the great football experience you get at Pell City High School. The whole town comes out, they do a great job. including the Pell City Marching Band of Gold. They're under the direction of Sid Brown, and he's in his 10th year. He's assisted by Corey Funderburg and many more. Almost 150 members strong. That's a big-sized band for Pell City, Alabama. Their theme at halftime, spy music from James Bond. You know, you get Mission Impossible. Oh, yeah. Get the Pink Panther. You got the whole bit. Great-looking flag line. The drum line sounded great. Good brass sound. The Pell City Marching Band of Gold. Hey, kids, congrats. You're the sideline Marching Band of Gold.
Sidelines Band of the Week is sponsored by Dale Seasoning.
How about that, huh?
Yeah.
Heather Miles and Emily Tetstone brought up Caitlin, Atticate, Caitlin, Hannah, Sydney, Elena, Allison, Lauren, Kelsey, Mallory, Lexi, Shay, Perry, Anna, Kara, and Ellie from unbeaten Thompson High School.
You did good.
And now, here's JJ's Game of the Week, sponsored by Mountain Dew.
A couple of playoff-bound teams are battling it out over in Hewitt-Trustfield, and it was a cool game because Hewitt-Trustfield trying to go for a perfect season. Florence Falcons, even though they didn't have a great record, they are still in the playoffs as well, and the game got started a little bit late, or our cameras got there late because of some protest. In the first quarter, here we go. Florence, 7-zip. Cameron Bledsoe, 1-yard touchdown to tie it up at 7. In the same quarter, Hewitt-Trustfield quarterback Paul Tyson pass is tipped by a receiver and right into the hands of Braxton Knight for the INT. And Rick, we got a game on our hands. The Falcons would capitalize too. Armani Goodwin gets in the end zone for a 6-yard touchdown. It's 14-7 Florence. Second quarter, the Huskies would have an answer. Tyson right here on the rollout. 11-yard touchdown pass to Dzalian Worsham, 14-all at that point. We got more scores, Rick. Same quarter, Falcons running back Goodwin goes untouched, 85 yards. Let's give it a sideline standout for the touchdown. Florence will go up at this point 21-14. Would Hewitt's record, a perfect season, be in jeopardy?
You tell me.
Well, I'm going to tell you. Just before the half, Tyson connects with Elliott McElwain for the 9-yard touchdown pass. You know, Rick, they go Husky fast. It's tied at 21 at the half. Later in the third, 24-21 Huskies. Falcons would take the lead with this 7-yard touchdown pass from Bradley Doran to Kadarius Thompson, 28-24 Florence. But the Huskies would come back. Hewitt-Trustfield wins it 45-35. They are Husky fast, even though it was a tough game. Joining us now on the phone right now is Coach Josh Floyd. And Coach, man, I know that you probably want to go into the playoffs with a little momentum, but I bet you that woke you up a little bit right there with that tough game.
No doubt. I mean, it was pretty ugly for us tonight. We definitely did not play our best football, but at the end of the day, we found a way to win. I'm just super proud of our kids. To be able to go 10-0 in regular season 2 years in a row is quite an accomplishment, especially in Class 7A football. That's tough to do. So we had about 3 or 4 starters that really had to hold out tonight. We're trying to get healthy for the playoffs. We're like everybody else, we're beating up. That's part of the game. So I was really proud that our guys they had to step up and fill those roles. And, hey, we're just excited to have a W.
Hey, Josh, we got about 30 seconds here. I know you're connected. You're a good buddy with Gus Malzahn, and we always hear about your connections with Gus. And, how much of that offensive philosophy do we see in your football team every Friday night?
Well, there's definitely some of it for sure. I think there's some things that we do differently. But, as far as the no-huddle part and the pace, that's something we talk about. And you obviously hear about Husky fast a lot. So we try to go fast, and I think that pace actually helped us win tonight.
All right, Coach.
I appreciate it. You scored 45 points, but you say you didn't play your best.
There you go.
To show you how
hey, we'll see you next week, Coach. I know. Keep it going, man.
Great. Thank you, guys, man. Can't
Congrats,
wait for next
Coach.
week.
Yeah, they've done a great job at Hewitt, and of course, with the rivalry down the road, and they're hiring some big-time coaches there and facilities in the whole bit. Maplesville and American Christian, ACA under Coach Smelly, the former Alabama Crimson Tider, 7-2, second place in 3A Region 4, hosting tonight Maplesville. They're looking for is it the 3-peat or the 4-peat? I think it's the 4-peat. Well, it could be the 4-peat. Let's give them the 4-peat. We'll talk about that later. But anyway. It would be a 4-peat. Okay, Red Devils up 6. They want more. Dan Parker getting the interception there. And there's Chris Smelly saying, okay, man, going on, but he is rocking the beard, though. Looks like Jimmy Johnson there, doesn't he? The NASCAR driver. ACA quarterback Lawson Pratt running for the first down, dragging most of the Maplesville defenders with him. Okay, look at
all of them.
I mean, Maplesville, a 9-0, number 1 in 1A. Cole Trace Kelton from the Gordo team checking it out. They came down to the game. They played last night. Ryan Morrow. How many Morrow kids are there in that town? Everywhere you look. 25 yards for the touchdown, 28-0, Maplesville. The Red Devils finished 10-0, ACA in the playoffs as well.
Shelby County hosting Jemison, and the Childers Crazies are getting crazy for the Wildcats there, Rick. I don't know who the Childers are, but Jemison, hey, they're driving. Kevin Martin hits Sawyer Smith, and it's a nice pass for a first down. Robert Evans punches it in on the next play right here. And, of course, you know it's good when you got a guy punching it in and he walks in like that. And the Jemison students are going to have a good time. And then great diving catch right here by Shelby County's Elliott Nash. Take a look at this. Nice pass. He throws it up, and yes, give him. It's in the hole. That's what I'm talking about right there. Chadwin Rush keeps it and finishes the drive. He'll go on in and score. And the fans are going on. 4 minutes left, down 2. Here we go, Rick. Wildcats Chadwin Rush. He's going to hook up with Isaac Montgomery to put Shelby County up by 6. Jemison, not to be denied. Robert Evans punches it with 3 seconds left. PAT, Jemison wins it by 1 point, 28-27. What a game.
Hey, the great-grandson of Coach Paul Bear Bryant in studio.
Now, here's the Hibbett Sports MVP of the week.
If you follow high school football, you know him. Paul Tyson, the great-grandson of the great Coach Paul Bear Bryant out of Alabama. Paul, I see the resemblance, by the way. I know people tell you that. 282 yards, 3 touchdowns, ran for a 4th touchdown. You set the school season record tonight with your 31st touchdown pass. What do you say about that, and what makes that offense go?
I mean, it's just the play calling, the coaches. I mean, give all glory to God. I mean, we just had such great playmakers just to be able to throw the ball to. I mean, it just makes it a lot easier. Yeah,
boy, you're just a junior, as you know, and now you know at home. And Mallory Moore is here to give you the sideline MVP helmet. You don't have to hold that so tight. You can give it away. Come on over here, hon. I want to show you. Yeah, come on over here. What is your name, hon?
Lexi.
Lexi, during the commercial break, she looked up at Paul and said, "How tall are you?" So you're what? 6'5"?
6'4".
6'4".
6'4" and 5 foot.
And 5 foot. There you go. And you're wide open out on the colleges until another year from now.
Right. Just focusing on high school right now.
All right. 10-0 Hewitt Trussville, record-setting quarterback Paul Tyson, our MVP winner. All right. Thanks for joining us. Have a great football weekend, JJ.
Go crazy, ladies. Go crazy.